Hello, this is episode 16 of Days of America. Let's get into it. Yesterday went exactly how I expected it to go. I had to stay overtime to work more. I started to do my university homework, which took much more time than I expected, as it goes usually. So I went to bed around 3:30, even 4. Since it is Sunday, today I will be resting, for which I will surely have to prepare because I have 42 hours of work, but at least most of it is on the weekend when we have much more customers. I don't believe that I will ever get bored of this sunset and this time in the park. Now, today is a very special day, twofold. And I will tell you both of them. First, because it is Sunday, and second, because today is the day when I hit 100 books. Today, I finished The Art of War by Sun Tzu, which was the 100th book that I read ever in my life. There were rereads, but this is the 100th book in the list. Because of this, today's video is going to be about reading and why we read and why should you read. I think that these benches start to get to be my signature spot slowly. So the first question regarding reading might be, why do we read? For that, I don't know if there exists a universal answer for everybody that explains why we read. In my experience, and I don't know if you can relate to this, reading creates a flow. Like Mihai Csikszentmihalyi worked out the idea of flow and the experience of flow very well in his book with the same name. And in this flow experience, your mind is engaged with a certain task, but at the same time it can freely move around and, let's say, disassociate from the vastness of information that comes towards it. So when I read, my mind enters this state because I'm focused on the reading as the activity of decoding words into meanings, and this occupies part of my brain, while the other part can freely roam. And because of this, what I experienced, sometimes when I'm reading, I'm just not concentrated on the matter of the text, but rather I'm in the flow, in the zone, and my mind starts to connect different kinds of things, different kinds of concepts. And this free association leads to new ideas and interesting perspectives. So reading for me isn't just about self-improvement and learning and accumulating knowledge, but rather about this state in which I can get while I'm reading. Just the activity of reading can help in thinking. This comes back to the part where I said that only half of my brain is occupied while reading. Other half, the one that is responsible for creative work, is free. And because of this, while doing this task, that part of the brain can play around, let's say. Also, this state of flow can help you think through things much more rapidly and much more easily. You can experience this state in many different places, sometimes even in the church. So one is creative ideas, the second is thinking through stuff, and the third is, even though you're not concentrating necessarily full focus on the topic of what you are reading, the information still goes into the brain, still goes through the neural pathways, and because of this, some part of the information that you just went through gets into the unconscious part of your mind. And because of this, in certain situations, you could be influenced by these ideas, and you could use these ideas. Different topic, someone please confirm, do mosquitoes really prefer type 0, type O, 0 blood, or not? Because mosquitoes are killing me, they're swarming me. They, like right now, I have like 4 mosquitoes just biting on me. And it really bothers me. And I'm curious if my blood type is 0. So if there exists a relationship, someone please confirm this in the comment section because I'm really curious. That's it for the why part and the details of reading and what I have observed so far. As for the question of what am I reading? Well, it all depends. It's a wide array, I could say, of different topics centered around self-improvement and classical literature, architecture theory, architecture history, Hungarian literature. But in short and in essence, my singular criteria for books is that it has to be some quality writing. Something that has stood the test of time, or critically is acclaimed, or I admire the person who wrote this book. Now as I'm thinking about the books that I've read, if you guys would like, we can have this episode as a trailer, as an introduction to a series of books about which I would talk longer. I'm currently thinking of 2-3 titles that I would like to do, that I would like to work out, think through, and then talk to you about. Or it might be the case that I could do some book review shorts and create a short series about architectural books. I guess today is just one of those slow days. Try to get the most out of it and then rest and then give more the next day. That was episode 16 of Days of America. All right, see you tomorrow.